a lot of these players that they're bringing in are just guys.
Yeah.
You can't win with just a bunch of guys. Somebody has to be an MFing dog.
The Detroit Lions, about 11 minutes ago, have sent out a release saying that they have re-signed former first-round pick of the 2017 draft, Jarrad Davis. This from Allen Park. The Detroit Lions announced today that they have signed unrestricted free agent linebacker Jarrad Davis. Contract terms were not disclosed. Davis comes to Detroit after one season in New York, played for the Jets in 2021, played for the Lions for 4 seasons from 17 to 20. Team selected him 21st overall in that 2017 NFL draft out of Florida. He's entering his 6th NFL season, appeared in 64 games, 50 starts, 300 tackles, 10.5 sacks, 1 interception, 9 passes defense. He's got all kinds of stats. But there you go.
Dave
About
had a
11 minutes
feeling it would
ago,
be linebacker.
the Lions signed unrestricted free agent linebacker Jarrad Davis. You can
Why?
no longer say that the Lions have nobody on their team from the 2017 draft.
Why? Why did they bring back Jarrad Davis?
So we don't have to say that anymore.
Why did they bring back Jarrad Davis? Jarrad Davis still gives me PTSD from the 2017 draft. I wanted Dalvin Cook. Instead, they took Jarrad Davis, and they mixed him in with Tease Tabor. Neither one of them here. Now they bring him back. I mean, he's been a durable linebacker in the NFL. I mean, I can give him that. He's, 330 tackles in 4 years or 5 years or so. I just don't understand why you bring him back. Like, what is?
I don't know.
And that's why I'm asking. I'm not even trying to be critical of what Brad Holmes and the Detroit Lions are doing. I'm trying to understand, because right now I don't know what the F is going on down there in Allen Park. You bring back Jarrad Davis, is a guy that a lot of people didn't like here in terms of his on-the-field play, in terms of drafting him. Where you draft him, you bring him back to put him alongside Derek Barnes. You put him behind Tracy Walker behind him. I'm still trying to find out the pulse of what they're doing. I understand the draft is coming up. I understand they have a ton of draft picks. Are you trying to draft everybody and make free agent moves in 2023? I'm just asking for clarification.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see, this is not the regime that drafted him. So, I mean, they've got a fresh look at him. I think that's an interesting...
He didn't do anything. A fresh look at what?
Well, I don't know. I am not going to claim you two would know better than I would. I'm not going to claim I've watched any Jets games last year. In fact, I watched 0 New York Jets games last year, so I'm really unfamiliar with the kind of year he had. Maz, you might be able to tell me more. I don't know if you watched the Jets at all last year.
He didn't have a very good year, and he was injured. So he didn't finish the year.
So that's an issue then, I would say. Or you just get him so cheaply. Now the terms of the contract
I don't think it hurts to have him.
We're not disclosed, so we'll find out what he's got left in the tank.
I don't think it hurts.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
I know with nickel and diming free agents. I get it. And we've already talked about how, look, I want to go out and get Tyrann Mathieu just like the next guy. I want to go out and get Julio Jones. He was a great name at one point. I want to go out and get Jarvis Landry. They're not doing it. So this is what they're doing. And you know what? I have to be okay with it.
You don't have to be okay with it. You can ask the questions. The question is, why did you go out and get Jarrad Davis? Like, what about him? What is it about him that fits into this moniker that you guys are trying to build? Is it that he's been here before? He knows the city of Detroit. He played 4 years here.
He played hard.
I didn't say he didn't. I get it. You want a bunch of guys that are low cost. They're cost effective. They play hard. They can buy into the culture. That's why I agree with Burkett that Jermaine Johnson is a better fit than Kayvon Thibodeau. I get buying into the culture. I'm just saying, to win some games, you got to have some players. One of the reasons why we talked about Michigan not being able to beat Villanova, they didn't have a go-to guy. They didn't have a guy that can come in there and score points when you need it. They didn't have a Bankero or a Jaden Ivey, and the list goes on. They didn't have that player. A lot of these players that they're bringing in are just guys.
Yeah.
You can't win with just a bunch of guys. Somebody has to be an MFing dog.
I love what you're saying, Bray, and I agree what you're saying, and I'm not sure what they see in Jarrad Davis. I mean, under a previous regime, he did not play very well. It just never worked out. Maz, as you say, goes to the Jets and didn't have a good season last year and was injured.
Had COVID last year, so he didn't
So
miss
I
a lot of
don't
time.
know. I don't know what the reason is why they bring him back. If it's just
Familiarity?
a body, familiar. Yeah, he knows what the roads
They didn't
are,
pick
but
up
this
his
is a
option.
different.
They didn't pick up his option, so now they got him cheaper. They gave him a year off, basically, and now they got him cheaper. That's all I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But can he play?
I'm sure he could.
We hope.
Yeah. They know more than me.
If he could play, then they wouldn't have let him go the first time around. You let him go to New York, nothing happens in New York. Now you bring him back. So the only thing I'm saying, you didn't get a chance to see him last year and something jumped out. It's not like, okay, you let him go, he goes to New York on a prove-it deal, and then he goes and balls out. He didn't get a chance to play because he was hurt and he had COVID last year. So that's why I'm asking the question is, what did they see in him? What did they see in his workout? What did he show them? What he showed them is that he's cheap. He's a player that you get for cheap. That seems to be the thing. That seems to be the model right now. It seems to be what they're doing. Go after cheap players, bring them in, the guys that can fit the identity. I don't want to just say any random guy, a guy that they believe can fit the identity. But what is the identity? 13-1 again?
And they seem to be running it back right now.
They're bringing a reunion. It's a reunion.
Hey, man. Hey, tell the boys we're coming back in time.